Good morning. I'm your host, Clayton Norline. Today we're going to talk about a serious topic, and I'm going to ask for all the men to step up. My question is, where's all the men? And I'm going to invite you, and whether in your neighborhood or community, a community table, men's table round table, where we as men can come together and we can brainstorm as to how we can make the community better. I'm going to say this: us men, we're standing in the gap of our youth. I want you to share this and pass this information because I am going to be doing a men's roundtable around by April the 30th at 497 West Railroad Avenue in Independence, Louisiana. Please call me 985-606-2200. Our young men, our young men are facing challenges like never before. And they need us men. We got to lead by setting example. We are losing too many of our young men, regardless of their race, religion, sex, and national origin, especially black men. I'm talking to all men, especially black men or minority men. We have to stand up and be a leading example for these young men. They copyright what they see you do. So what are we going to do? Are we going to continue to let these young men go out there with no training and get killed? Because nobody cares about them. This is the reason why so many of our youth are in jail today, because they had no mentor, they had no father, they had no one to accept them. But it's too late. But now is the time for the you men to step up as leaders. And when I call this meeting, the gathering is called for men across our community to come together. We have a lot of wisdom. We want to share wisdom and build a united plan to mentor these kids, to guide these young boys, and develop the next generation. If we sit back and do nothing, nothing going to happen. Where is the men in the community? Do you care about the young men out here dying on the street? Because there is no role model. There is no one leading by setting example. You got to take that environment out of them and put the man into them. But the only way they're going to do it is that we need strong men. We got men out there talk loud and say nothing. We got men out there know what the problems is. They know what the solution is, but they fail to get involved. And that's where we fail as men. I'm just going to say, this round table is not about a lecture. This is about a conversation that needs to be brought to the forefront. Independent, amen, Hammer, whatever, the local community. You leaders out there can make a difference if you step up to the plate. I'm going to say it to all my community leaders. It's not what the community can do for me, it's what I can do for the community. And that's the attitude that all you so-called leaders should have. Please, I want you to help me to build the community. I don't care whether you're white, black, green, or purple. We are in this mess together. We're going to talk about how can we improve the community. This is a conversation. Excuse me. It's a conversation, and this is a movement that we can change things in our local community if we have strong men that's willing to do their duties. We got ex-militaries around here. When you know my past, you would say, who? This guy here, he was the biggest troublemaker. But God can make a troublemaker into somebody else. And I'm setting my place that I'm going to have this meeting at. When you understand the background of the place and who I was growing up, That bought the place that I almost got killed in. Now it's an event center, a nice event center. I want us men to come down and bring these young boys down there and let's teach them man stuff. And please keep this in mind. I have enough neckties for these young men. You bring a young man to this meeting May 30th from 10 to 1 at 497 West Road Avenue. And I encourage that you tell everyone, I'm going to keep you posted. It's not about what the community can do for you. You, as a man, can make a difference in the community. I want to ask all of you mentors or judges or whoever you consider yourself, I ask you to join us with this discussion. Men, we got to step up to the plate. The real need of our youth is today. The need is right now. I don't care if those your boys or whatever. Make a difference in one person's life. There are many people made a difference in my life. That one person made a difference in my life, my mother, through God. And I think of the day she made a difference in my life. She didn't have much, but she taught us more than value and to how we should be as men. Now, as a mother, she took the place of a mother and a father. And the real need for our youth today is essential. How men can show up with a present. How these men can show up with a purpose and consistency. These boys want to look at you men. I mean, we can build mentorships, pathways that lead to success. If we as men come to the table and dissect these problems and have a solution for those problems. We need to strengthen the family, the schools, and the neighborhood if we got strong men. Are you a strong man? Are you willing to make a difference in the community? Are you willing to pick up this mom, son, daughter, whatever, and bring him to this meeting April the 30th on a Saturday from 10 to 1? We're going to have, you want to be a speaker? Call 985-606-2200. I'm doing this. I'm asking for volunteers. I want to make it right. It ain't what the community can do for me. It's what I'm ready to do for the community. Education, training is a must. It is mandatory that we as men step up to the plate and create a community where young men feel seen. These young men feel supported and make these young men feel that they are valued. As I said, I will be all the churches, all the deacons and all the pastors and all these so-called leaders. Write this down on your calendar. May 30th, 497 West Railroad Avenue, Independence, Louisiana, right by the Pizza Hut. I want to make a difference. You can make a difference. These young men are dying at an alarming rate. Young girls, we got a meeting set up for you all, for you mom to bring these daughters and you woman talk to them. But let me tell you this right now. This is going to be an exciting Saturday, May 30th. All the local churches, please pass this on. Bring your kids, bring these boys to get them a necktie. We're going to teach them how to tie. We're going to teach them mannerism. We're going to use them as an example because we want them to set the example. How to greet people coming in, how to tie a necktie, how to groom themselves. These are things that is missing in these boys' life. Are you going to wait till tomorrow to be part of this community? Are you going to wait? I'm just asking you. It's too late. Now is the time for us men to step up to the plate and save the lives of these young men that's growing up as orphans. Or you listen to me? If you're listening to me, share this message. May 30th, school is out. Saturday, May 30th, from 10 to 1. If you men want to be part of this movement, please show up, because this is about real talk. And you can bring your ideals into the meeting, and let's have men discussion. Let's look at where our problems are. Let's look at our situation. Let's look at the cause and the effect. If we begin to start looking at the problem is right there in front of us. I'm just going to say this, and I'm going to give you a story, but I want to see how well you're able to process. Put your thinking hat on and listen what I'm saying. There was an old man that he had a farm. He had 20 acres of land, and they had about 10 fishing ponds on that land. Someone approached this old man and said, look, there is an African gold mine. If you go over there and you can, whatever gold you find, you can keep it. So this farmer sold his land to one of these old buddies. He went over there looking for gold. So this man he sold this to, he went down by one of the ponds and he picked up this big rock. And he came and he put it on top of the chimney as a display. So one day a friend came over and said, man, where did you get that rock at? He said, man, that pond down there, man, it's full of them big rocks. Make a long story short, those rocks was made out of gold. I say that to say this. You going out looking for gold, it's right here in front of you. All you got to do is look. Don't say go way out trying to look for gold. Your goal is right here in Independence. So if you're looking for gold, it starts here. So I hope you got the meaning of what I was trying to get across. You can make a difference. I can make a difference. I'm going to keep preaching this to all the men, whether you from Louisiana or whatever. You think about it. You hear about these kids. These boys are killing young boys. They have no mentor. They go into jail at an early age. They have no mentorship. They have no fathership. They have no one that cares about them. The only people that they think that cares about them is the street drug dealers, the murderers. That's all they know. When are we going to step up to the plate, men, and do our job? We want to be seen all out in public as this and that. But you don't care about your community. You care about showboat. Well, I got mine. I'm not going to worry about these kids. Men, we are at a critical stage in our life. We got to help build the community. We build the community by having strong men that have a structural mind. Is that you? I'm not talking about just black. I'm talking about all men. I grew up here. I grew up in a little town. I was a troublemaker. I was a kid that always went to jail. I was a kid that came back here. Believe me, the first day I came back from the military after basic training, I almost got killed in that same place that I owned. That was the first day I came back. I could have got killed in a shootout. So God been good to me. I need to go out and save these other kids. I was a troubled kid. My mother had 12 kids. But, you know, it wasn't my mother. It's just that I had a hard head. But my mom made a hard head into a soft ass. Because there's one thing about my mother. I respected her. I respect my father. But what I'm saying today is not like the day that we grew up. These young kids out here killing and robbing and doing things to innocent people. Why? Because there is no mentor. There is no father. There is no one that this kid care about. Do you care about these kids? Don't tell me, well, they're not my kids. I don't need to worry about it. They are your kids. You raise a kid and wait in the way that you want him to go. That kid will not direct from your past. We want to talk about these round tables. I mean, we want to come together and make a difference. You bring these boys, you church members, Mount Olive, Zion, all these local communities, bring your son out May 30th. Or bring somebody else's son out with May 30th. We're going to teach a man thing, how to govern themselves, if they want to get in the military, we're going to talk about it. They want to talk about how to get in the plants. We're going to present those kids with something that they would never be exposed to. That's why we need the strong men to stand in the gap that face these young boys before they leave us. And I say that, I'm going to give you much more later on. Please pass this message. Are you going to be a man in the community that's going to make a difference? Are you going to sit back and just always, you know what's going on? Are you going to show up to the funeral? Oh, man, but it's too late. We can save a lot of these young men by being mentored. I have everything to give. I have nothing to lose. I just need you to understand this. I want to bring them kids out of the environment. I have a gym. I have a pickleball court. I have a basketball court. I have a fitness center. These kids don't have money to join this, but I want to keep them off the streets in the summertime. So should you. Are you ready? I appreciate if you pass this message. May 30th. If you got any questions or you want to be part of this thing, call 985-606-2200 and let me know that you're going to bring this one to these kids and let's have a good time. Give these kids 3 hours of your time. Be a mentor. Show them love, peace, kindness, because they may not be getting it at home. One person can make a difference. I believe that can be you. That can be me. That can be any man who cares about saving our community. Until next time, may God bless you and may God keep you. Please, let's save the community. Adios.